Hello, darling, and welcome to Style and Consciousness. I'm Ejani, aka Technicolor Priestess, and I'm excited to dork out with you on elevating your style to expand your consciousness because at the end of the day, it's all just an energy game. So today we're going to be looking at the 2025 Grammy Awards and checking out some outfits. We're not criticizing them, we're not tearing anyone down, we're not saying anyone did anything right, wrong, good, or bad. What we're doing is viewing this through the lens of energetics. Are these celebrities showing up and dressing in a way that's an actual match for their what I call iconic essence? Whoop! Their iconic essence. Your iconic essence is essentially when you have two elements. So we talk here on this channel about air, water, fire, earth, and space. I'll be talking about what those look like in today's video. So when you know your two elements, they can come together and like two keys, they unlock your iconic essence, which is your signature expression, which activates you. So it creates this amazing energy that is uncopyable because it is yours and yours alone. Okay. So obviously everyone has it, including celebrities. So what I want to look at is who actually nailed their iconic essence and who did not. And again, there's nothing wrong with this. They're all friggin' amazing. They have teams of stylists. They look fabulous. Their outfits are delicious. You may like them or not like them, but it doesn't make it good, bad, right, or wrong. So let's jump in and feel into the energetics, and I'll walk you through how I know whether or not one of these, some of these celebs were dressing their iconic essence at the awards. Okay? Yay! Okay, so let's start with Doechii. All right, so from what I know, so I recently discovered Doechii, and I was friggin' delighted. So from what I've seen from the Denial is a River video, and just I saw the Tiny Desk performance as well. What I sense when I feel into Doechii's energy at iconic essence is that she is space and fire, right? So with fire, it's very edgy, it's pushing the boundaries, it's rebellious, it's unexpected, right? As far as visuals, it has like deep jewel tones. It's very like those warm, if you imagine a fire, right? Like warm, inviting, mesmerizing colors, right? So a lot of the aesthetics in that video are like that, right? It's unexpected, it's real. So that the song lyrics, right, from that song, like that is so fire because it's like I'm gonna just give you a behind the scenes on my entire life, and I don't care if you find it shocking. This is just it is what it is, right? That is like a total hallmark of fire and how they express. So the fact that that video, I was like, yes, fire. And it's also very avant-garde. It's also there's kind of a monochromatic feel in the just like when I imagine it, like I'm seeing those rich browns. So it has a lot happening that also tells me. Also, she kind of is just reinventing, you know, modern music, pop, rap, whatever, right, hip hop, and so that's a very space thing. It's very innovative. It's very much like a visionary type of approach, which is what's getting her a lot of attention, and rightly so. Okay, so when I know that, right, when I feel into that, I know from what my observations, fire and space. Now let's look at the outfit for the Grammys. So on the red carpet, she's wearing what looks to be, it could be just, oh, it's a simple outfit, right? It's you know, a pinstripe dress and a white button-up shirt and a tie. So at first glance, it can seem like it might be something earth. So earth is very tried and true. It's classic, it's universal. It's those types of looks and silhouettes that have been around for whatever, 20, 30, 40 years, that are tried and true, that are probably never going away, right? It's very simple, it's direct, it can be tailored, it can be fitted. Those are all very earthy kind of traits. And so at first glance, this could seem like an earth outfit. Oh, she went super classic, right? However, when you take a closer look, we've got the straps from the dress are actually down. We've got the stripes on the arm. We've got her, the finger holes on the sleeves, and oh, deliciously, we have the exaggerated hips, right, with the padding on the hips of the dress, and the cut. When you look more closely, the detailing, it's definitely taking us in a very different direction from earth. So this is a shape that we haven't seen much nowadays. Okay, so earth and space are direct reflections of themselves. So it's almost like earth is like this tried true classic predictable in a beautiful way, right? Expect, you know what to expect from earth because it's classic, it's been done, and it just works. And then space, it's almost like the outer spacey reflection, right? We go up and space expands and it's weird. Oops, I keep saying whatever, I'll edit that out. So it gets weird and it expands, right? And it's almost like it's earth, but then you have to look twice, right? And so that's very, very space. So, and even when we look at the outfit that she wore to go and accept her award, like that is so space. So it's like, you know, kind of a blazery short sleeve blazer with the tie again, and then just like these beautifully cut like balloon pants. It's almost like Victorian time like skirt, right? And they're amazing, and that is so space. And then, oh, and I'm just noticing, yes, her hair also, right? Totally space. We've got some, I think, braids here. And I know that there's like one of those, the facelift kind of the thing that you can put. She has it out like outside and visible. That's also very space, right? Something unexpected that doesn't make sense. That's a little bit like, what the F? And like kind of unnerving. And also, it looks really cool and it doesn't make logical sense. Space, space, space. And then I'm noticing now during her performance, though, she takes it all off and is wearing like these, it looks like matching undies and a bralette. And she's bringing out kind of her sexy side. So that's that fire, right? Like not afraid to just bear it all, not afraid to just be truly the center of attention and own the out of your moment. That is so fire. So I say Doechii gets 2 thumbs up for ICONIC.Essence full expression at the Grammys. Give a round of applause, please. Well done, Doechii and team. Who's next? Let's do Sabrina Carpenter. So Sabrina Carpenter. So when I see her interviews, her music, her some of her videos, right? She's been all over the place. So I've seen a lot of her stuff, and the elements that stand out for her to me are definitely fire and air. Okay, so fire is very edgy. Fire can also be very sexy, like there's that vixen energy, right? It can be just openly, just a little bit. I've seen her in her videos, like she kind of has like and I don't mean any of these words, and there are no negative connotations on this channel. These are just words I love, and they just are, right? No right, wrong, good or bad here. They're just characteristics, and I just see everything as energies. So she kind of has like this playful and raunchy side. So when she's on stage, she's not afraid to kind of say raunchy kind of things and to be a little bit, you know, sexual and sexy. And also that's definitely her fire side. That's definitely fire. And then she also has this side where she's like a little coquette, a little like playful, a little like, you know, kind of whimsical. And she has this vintage kind of pinup thing, like where she wears these little dresses like with a heart cut out and stuff. And that's very, very air. So it's whimsical, it's fun, it's a little bit quirky, it's a little bit irreverent and playful, and a little bit almost like ingenue-y, childlike-y, right? So that's all very, very air. So now when we look at her Grammy outfit on the red carpet, she's wearing this sort of powder blue satin kind of outfit, right? And it's beautiful. It looks luxurious. I'm sure it feels amazing on her skin. When I look at this outfit, to me, it screams water. It screams water. And maybe even it might be a little water and a little we could say there's a little air in there because of the feathers that, right, she's feathers around her, sort of like her midriff, and then feathers at the bottom. So that could kind of that can we could technically say that might be a little bit air. However, just the overall vibe, it's very soft, it's very luxurious. So water is very warm hug energy, it's very gentle. It's not in a masculine feminine way, but just speaking energetically, it's very it has feminine energy, right? Meaning it's gentle, it's welcoming, it's soothing. And this dress seems like sort of water luxury to me. So again, beautiful, she's beautiful, it's lovely. And for me, this is not a match for her energy. So if you imagine like fire and air is kind of like firecrackers, or like, you know, like when you see fireworks, like yes, it's fire and they're explosive and they're loud and they get your attention, and also they're like colorful and they're different shapes, which kind of makes it fun and magical. I am definitely not getting firecracker energy from this outfit, which I feel like is her energy, right? not in like a hyper way, but just like she has like this very, yeah, she's got big energy, and she's not afraid to like wield it and own it. So this dress for me sort of subdues that. It could be kicked up a notch. It could totally become air and fire with brighter colors. Like those feathers could be fuchsia, for example. There could be something unexpected in her hair, or something like a little edgy to bring out her fire, right? Some like strappy shoes or something. Obviously we can't see them here, but just the dress could have had another kind of edgier element to bring that out. um, and I see on her stage performance, she's got kind of like a blue bodysuit with rhinestones. That's a little more, yeah, that's a little more in keeping with her iconic essence. However, it again feels a little flat. It all just feels a little bit flat and washed out. It doesn't feel like an energy match. And again, beautiful, just not a match for me. So we got a little air in there, and the fire, maybe a little with the sexy, but it's watered down, and water is definitely not one of Sabrina's elements, according to moi. Okay, and who's next? Let's do Miss Taylor Swift. Okay, so Taylor Swift. We were just talking about this with my tiny dancer, who's a magician and also understands the elements. I believe, if I recall correctly, that we said that Taylor Swift is probably water and earth. Yeah, water and earth. So water, again, this gentle, soothing, calm energy. Lots of neutral, comfy stuff, right? And earth is very grounded, very classic, very tried and true, with pops of color, right? So if we just take this again from a purely energetic standpoint and look at her right now in her red carpet outfit, I see it's like this asymmetrical number, sequins. It's got some draping. So I'd say the draping could be water, right? That gives a nod at water. The color red, like the way her lipstick pops and her dress pops, we could technically say that that's kind of an earth thing, right? Red is like a classic, fierce, like boom, pop of color is a total classic earth thing. And yet, the top is asymmetrical, which it's beautiful, right? It's got sparkles, it's sexy, it's like pretty short, and it's got that like that triangle at her thigh. So all of this is giving me sort of fire energy. Fire is a leading energy in this outfit. We've even got like red asymmetrical earrings, are kind of like slanted. So what I'm kind of sensing from Taylor here is that she is maybe in a moment where she's like, you know what? I don't want to bring my water. I don't want to just be like straight up earth. I don't want to do simple. I don't want to do soft and gentle. Like, this is my moment to show people that I'm fierce and that I kind of don't give an F, and that I'm a badass and I'm just going to own it. And so she decided to go with a bold red that's asymmetrical and sexy. There's nothing, again, wrong with it inherently. It's a lovely outfit. She's a beautiful, human. You may or may not like her. You may or may not love the outfit, but just from an energetic standpoint, obviously, it's to me, it's fire, and she is not fire. So again, she might be having a moment where she's like, I want to bring this like sexy, fiery, fierce energy to tell people basically to F off. And you know what? That's all right. And at the same time, it's again, it's flat, energetically. There is not that activation. There's not that like whoosh that comes where you just can't explain why you're drawn and you're mesmerized and something is just magical about the outfit. That is not happening here because it's not energetically charged like that. So that is my take. And so, oh, and one more that I want to do is Charli XCX. So Charli XCX, from what I've seen about her, she usually shows up. I'm sensing that her energy, her essence is actually space, which is very avant-garde, very have to look twice, very out there. It can be also very monochromatic, like from head to toe, very minimalist. All of those things are very space, and she definitely, her energy gives me that as well. It's a little bit innovative and kind of out there, and all in the best possible way. And her second element, I believe, is water. She has a softness and a kind of stillness to her, even though she kind of, does brat sama and like performs like, kind of techno dancey stuff. Her energy, it feels like water dancing versus like fire. However, she does show up a lot as fire and space, which is what, like when she's on stage. However, for this red carpet look at the Grammys, I am excited because I see her really just, she's amplified and activated without, like, there's a stillness to water and to space. And she's really bringing that with this dress. So the dress has, it's like drapey. It almost looks like an underwater creature, but also a creature that could be floating in outer space, which is so perfect for her water and space. Also, the shoes feel very, they feel like they could be spacey. They are spacey. They're almost like a twist on a gladiator sandal, right? They go up to her knee, and just the movement of the dress, it's definitely spacey because it almost looks like something Bjork would wear in a way. And she's super space and also just watery. So for me, she definitely nailed her iconic essence in this outfit. Usually, like I said, she shows up more as space and fire. Here, she totally nailed it. So tell me what you think. Who were like your total, like, whose outfits did you love? Whose outfits did you not love? Are you relating to any of these? Are you maybe starting to suspect what your elements might be based on what I've talked about today? If you're curious and you want to go deeper into this, I'm going to link my quiz below where you can take it twice and discover what your two elements are to activate your iconic essence. And also, you can join my 5-day Activate Your Iconic Style Challenge. I'll link it below as well. It's on my app, easy peasy, free, and it'll really start helping you to feel into your iconic self. So, yay! Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe.